Mother, wait.
Yes?
There's something I've got to talk to you about. Well, I've got to be at the center in 20 minutes. I don't have much time. What is it? Well, you better go on ahead then. We'll talk about it some other time.
No, if it's important, I'd be happy to talk. I'll make time. Just tell me what it is.
No, it's not that easy. There are a lot of things mixed up in what I want to say. David, the trial, the lies you told Rick, your confession on the witness stand. I don't know where to start.
Well, how about starting at the beginning? That's usually the easiest place.
Okay. Well, do you remember the night that you fixed a special dinner here for the three of us to celebrate the fact that Rick had legally adopted me?
Oh, yes, I remember that night very well. It was one of the very few bright spots in that terrible time. Of course, things were a little strained between us at that time.
Yes, I know.
But I'll tell you, I have always thought of that night as the first step in our drawing closer together. In fact, I remember well Rick saying after you'd gone up to bed that was the first time that he had ever seen a real look of concern for me on your face.
I could hardly look at you without crying.
I know, I remember.
It wasn't just concern for you. I was terrified.
Why? Because I was going on the stand that day.
And because that day, during my session with Dr. Taylor, I got through my memory block and I realized that I was the one who killed David Hamilton. Say something, please.
I don't know what to say. I can't even believe it.
It's true.
You're telling me that you remembered everything about killing David before I ever took the stand and told the worst lies of all just to protect you?
Everything. How I pushed him, and how he fell against the hearth, and then I remember running out of the apartment and into the hall, and you were there.
You remembered all of that? That day in your session with Peter?
Yes.
Peter told me weeks later, after you'd run away to New York, that he was frightened that you would remember then when you were all alone with nobody to help you.
Because I lied to him, too.
Why?
Because I was scared to death. I was frightened that he'd tell the police and they'd put me away in a reform school.
Does Peter know that?
Yes. Yes. I finally admitted everything to him a couple of months ago, and he told me that until I told you the truth, I'd never be free of the terrible burden of guilt I've been carrying around.
So you're telling me this now to rid yourself of that guilt. Is that what you're saying?
But yes, but also because I'm trying to be completely honest with you about everything.
You're telling me that you only pretended to have a memory block all the time that the trial was going on and I was on the stand and all the weeks that I was in jail until the day that you came to me in the visitor's room and pretended that you had just remembered.
No, I tried to tell you. I tried so hard.
You didn't. You ran away to New York. You let me worry about you even more when you'd known for weeks by that time.
Mother, please, you have to understand now. Everything was closing in on me. Rick was starting to put all the pieces together. He knew that I bought that statuette for David at Wyndham's and I charged it to your account. He knew that I was at David's apartment the night he died. That's why I ran to New York. I was scared.
So was I. I was scared sick, but not for me. I was scared for you. I was scared that Rick or the police or someone would find you in New York and force you into remembering what you had done. What an idiot I was.
I know that. I couldn't help it.
Oh, and even after I told Rick, even after he knew that I had lied to him all that time to protect you, even then, I begged him. I pleaded with him to live part of that lie with me. Not to go to the police until you had a chance to remember under Peter's supervision. How could I have been so stupid?
Mother, I'm sorry.
All those lies! All those hours on the witness stand! All those weeks in jail! What a stupid, pointless waste!
But wait a minute. Can't you understand?
Oh, yes.
How it felt when it all came clear.
I do understand. Believe me, intellectually I understand everything up here. But down here, all I understand is that I feel hurt and angry and so used.
I don't blame you for feeling that way.
Laura, please, I cannot deal with any more of this right now.
Please don't go like this, please.